We are helping save the lives of local veterans. Today is the start of PTSD Awareness Month, and there is a way you can help the men and women who serve our country. A local organization called the Fire Watch is on a mission to sign up civilians like you and me as watchstanders who can recognize signs of trouble. So let's check in and see how many new watchstanders have signed up today. We've got 80 who have signed up since we started taking calls at 7 a.m. on the morning show. 907 who have signed up altogether, and the goal you see there is 3,000. Joining us live is Jacksonville City Councilman and founder of the Fire Watch, Rory Diamond. Rory, thanks so much for joining us. Please explain the Fire Watch for many people who might not know about it.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this. This is great to have it on News 4 Jax today. So the Fire Watch is Northeast Florida's effort to end veteran suicide. There's more than 20 veteran suicides every single day in America, and that number is just completely unacceptable. But no one's coming to save us. No one's solving this problem. So the 5 counties of Northeast Florida got together and said, we're going to solve this problem ourselves. We're going to solve it from the ground up. And how do you do that? You love on our veterans, you bring them closer together, and you provide them the resources they need if they happen to be in crisis. The number one way we're doing that is called the Watchstander program. We're training everybody, veterans and civilians alike, to learn how to see the signs of crisis in a veteran and how to get a veteran in crisis resources as fast as possible. We're going to end veteran suicide.
Rory, thanks for explaining that. 20 veterans a day committing suicide. That's a very staggering statistic. We want to talk now with Liz Scher. She's the director of the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Centerstone. Liz, tell us about your group and how it's helping our local vets.
Thank you for calling the Fire Watch. This is Patrick.
Hi, thanks for having me today, and thank you to Fire Watch for inviting me. The Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Centerstone offers short-term evidence-based therapy services for veterans, their family members, active duty service members, as well as their family members. We don't define family. We allow the veteran or the client to define their family, and we see individuals, couples, children, and adolescents, and families.
Well, Liz, we know you're a trained counselor, so tell us a little bit about some of the warning signs that we can all look for.
Some of those warning signs can be they're withdrawing from activities that they might enjoy. They are angry. Their ability to regulate emotion is not as stable as it usually has been. They're just not talking to people, and they're not themselves. And it could be around the anniversary of something that happened to them during their military service, and they're not who they used to be.
Well, Liz, some veterans who may be watching may feel like there's this persona they have to maintain of strength. What about veterans who might be hesitant or embarrassed to look for help?
So one of the wonderful things about our clinic is confidentiality. And with that is nothing leaves our building unless the veteran or that family member gives us permission to do so. All of the clinicians in my clinic have a military background of some sorts, so they're able to identify with that client, and we take our care very, very seriously. So anybody that comes, nothing leaves the building without them.
And Liz, one more question for you, especially during this pandemic. A lot of mental health services has really become an issue. What about the cost? Because some people may be confused with regular care and they may see mental health services as something different.
Okay, so just like with any care, insurance is billed, but if somebody is unable to pay a copay or does not have insurance, that is no reason to not seek care. We have means to cover those expenses, and we want to eliminate any barrier that somebody might have to gaining care. So we're here.
Liz Scher, thank you so much for explaining. We appreciate that. Rory Diamond, thank you for being with us today as well. Rory, we're going to check back in with you at 6:30 to see how signups are going and also hear from another great resource for local vets. Folks, if you want to learn more about the Fire Watch and how you can become a watchstander, we have that information. It's right inside a story posted right now on the homepage of news4jax.com.